catastrophe, an unrepentant shit disturber. I was the kid you did not want in your class. You know, the one who couldn't sit still, couldn't do the drill, didn't fit the bill, never would, never will, until I got the chill pill. Ritalin. Now we're fitting in, paying attention, listening better than it's been. Let's not pretend it's a solution. It's not. Just the best we got because the system's shot. Having attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is like living inside a violently disobedient clock. Seconds slowing into forever. Then jumping into overdrive. Warp 8, Warp 9, Warp 10. Mr. Scott, I need more. Aye, Captain, but I'm afraid she'll blow. Having ADHD is like being an exclamation mark in a world of commas. It's telling the cop, go yourself. Because the dial on my rage diminisher is malfunctioning. It's tuning out my wife who's sitting right in front of me. Because the fly on the ceiling is walking backwards. And I forgot to call my mom, who was a terrible cook, but I didn't care. I ate so fast food barely touched my taste buds. I don't know why they call them buds anyway. It's not like they become flowers or friends or beer. I remember the first time I took Ritalin. My mental merry-go-round began to slow down. And everyone suddenly started speaking human. But by then, I found my own ways to cope. I went to 5 different high schools, failed every class except gym, drama, and dope smoking. Math was like studying advanced theoretical Klingon, like bungee jumping off the back of a pickup truck. I still don't speak numbers. My adolescent mind was a paper plane in the palm of a hurricane. And ultimately, the only thing school ever taught me was that I wasn't good enough to make the grade. I know my attention fluctuates, but when love calls my name, I focus like the Hubble. I can see God's fingerprints on every flower petal. I remember the cut, color, and texture of that dress you wore the day we met, the saline sweetness of your sweat, and every switchback curve in your beautiful smile. You say living with me is like having a Swedish death metal band in the basement and a drunk kangaroo in the bedroom. But although I can't sit still for more than 3 minutes, I still see forever in your eyes. And though sometimes I don't pay attention, I know exactly how much this love is worth. The world disdains the distracted mind. They prefer us focused on our flat screens, too terrified to imagine a world without drones, war zones, or corporate prisons. But my mind is full of visions so breathtakingly beautiful. My God, I wish you could see them too. I may never be normal. But what is normal? In a world of infinite variety. And in the quiet backwaters of my mind, I know I am not damaged. Just different. And isn't being different the one thing we all have in common?
Welcome, motherfuckers, to another edition of ADHD Radio. My name is Video Vamp. Joining me in the studio, as always, is Chicken a la Miggy the motherfucking fingers.
That's me or something. I'm Kevin.
That's him or something. His actual name is Kevin, but
sometimes.
Sometimes Kevin. But
sometimes that dude.
Sometimes that dude. Like sometimes that guy.
Hey, that guy.
Hey, that guy. Hey, that guy. Yeah. That guy. Not that guy. Oh, yeah, that guy. That guy, too. What you got, motherfucker? Kevin has been, as always, scouring the webs, for, important stuff and stuff.
And stuff.
Yeah, and stuff. Like, right now, next on Dateline, colleagues of 35-year-old paramedic Joshua Lee. Something. I don't know. The world may never know. I mean, that's the fun stuff that happens. I should probably put up a little live ball and maybe a little lower third, just for kicks. Because why the fuck not? Very nice. What are you finding here, Kevin?
We may have details of PS5 next month.
Okay.
So February 5th, that's pretty close.
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't care, but I mean, I know it's something that matters to a lot of people. So I don't know. Maybe it's a big deal. Maybe it should be a big deal, but I've
heard that it's fully backwards compatible.
Well, that would be nice since it feels like the PlayStation 4 came out yesterday, even though it's been like a whole bunch of years. I don't know.
It says backwards compatibility is such a major feature that games from all 5 PlayStation platforms, PS1, 2, PSP, PS3, and PS4 will be compatible on PS5, making it an ultimate PlayStation console.
Ultimate PlayStation console.
Ultimate
Fighting Championship.
Super Ultimate.
Super Ultimate Awesome.
Gran Turismo 7, MLB The Show 21,
Uh-huh.
Demon Souls Remastered.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty cool. Finally, there's a price tag, says a 4chan poster. So I don't know if there really is, but it says the PS5 will launch in October 2020
Okay.
across the entire planet with a $499 USD
Okay.
price tag. There will only be one model.
Only one model?
That's what it says. The specs will be almost on par with the Xbox One X, which will be $100 more and more powerful than Xbox Lockhart, a console that's $100 less with 4 flops of compute power
Teraflops, yeah.
compared to PS5's 10 teraflops.
Oh, man, you got totally out teraflopped.
Promises faster load times, blah, 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 blah.
Blobbity blue blah.
And, like, this is just a picture of a developer version. Like, that we don't know that the PS5 is actually going to look like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is one of these artist rendering.
But even still, they're still going, well, we think
We're like totally sure.
some dude on 4chan.
Yeah. Yeah, some dude on 4chan, like, you know, he's got the hookup.
He says it's going to be the shit. If it's actually backwards compatible with all of the systems, that's fucking cool. Like, if you could put a PlayStation 1 disc
Yeah.
in the new thing and it just works,
Mm-hmm.
that's fucking gangster.
That would be pretty awesome.
Or-
That would be pretty sweet.
Or if it downloads a version that works on there. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's fine too. Or, like, if you bought stuff in the PlayStation 2 or 3 store
Mm-hmm.
and it just works, like, you just re-download the same fucking thing that you had before,
Right.
that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I think it might be a little far-fetched, but, you know, what do I know?
So you wouldn't have to, like, switch HDMI cords all the time and all that bullshit.
I mean, I haven't really had to switch HDMI cords in a long time, but
Me neither. I haven't really touched my PS3, but I have stuff that I've purchased on PS3 that I do not wish to purchase again on 4 or 5.
well, can we just start with that's fucking evil? Like, completely and totally evil. Once you own something,
You should be able to play it on your new thing,
I'm going to go one step further. You should have a right to pirate the shit out of it.
right?
After you buy a license, you should be entitled to pretty much use it as much as you want. I mean, I'm not saying if you buy something in like really low resolution, if you buy the DVD, you get the Blu-ray.
Right.
But I mean that's neither here nor there. Like the two are completely different. I don't know. How many times have you bought Star Wars, Kevin?
Right. A fuckload.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you could buy it.
Right.
And it wasn't like $100 a tape. Like, I knew people who had it before it was like mass produced.
Uh-huh.
And it was ridiculously expensive, like, to purchase a copy.
I mean, I'm not even aware of it existing before it was mass produced.
And then I knew people that had it on Laserdisc.
I mean, okay. Laserdisc is one of the more absurd. Like, if you're a yuppie with too much money,
You had Laserdisc.
you had Laserdisc, and let me tell you,
You would have Laserdisc if there was Laserdisc nowadays.
why? Because I have too much money?
Probably. You'd be like, dude, check this out. It's Laserdisc.
It's a record. This will never degrade.
It plays in 16K.
Good God. No, I mean, Kevin, I don't even have...
I know you don't have the 4K player.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't have any of that. I have exactly what I need and possibly 2 or 3 computers more than I need. But, like, you know, for the most part, I have what I need.
and stuff.
Yeah, you should be happy that I have more shit than I need.
No,
Because
that's good.
that's what makes this studio freaking possible.
Laserdisc.
Laserdisc.
I see them at thrift stores every once in a while, and I'm like, whoa,
Really?
Laserdisc player.
Oh, man. That is frightening.
I know, right? And half of you wants to get it because it used to be so expensive, you know? It's like, oh, man, I wish I had a Laserdisc player. And it's only like $10.
Right. The Laserdisc or the Laserdisc player?
The players.
Oh.
And then you have to find Laserdiscs that are in good enough shape to play.
I was about to say, that
and then,
is...
like, there's a whole bunch of different kind of Laserdiscs.
Right.
And so you hope that your Laserdisc player is like the newer of the Laserdisc players, like near the end of the Laserdisc
era,
so it'll just play everything.
Right.
Some of them you have to flip over. Others of them you didn't have to flip over.
Right.
Like
right. For the people with entirely too much money, those were the people that had the Laserdiscs that like had the Laserdisc laser on both sides of the disc, so you didn't have to flip it.
Well, it was before its time, you know?
Yeah, no shit.
And then DVD just pow.
Kapow!
Whatever was left of Laserdisc was then murdered.
Murdered.
By DVD.
That's right.
Just like my mom and pop porn business was murdered by DVD.
By DVD. Murdered by DVD.
Everyone used to come and rent VHS tapes, and it was fine. As long as they rewinded, we were fine.
Right.
Come and you get your tape, and you get your rocks off as many times as you want. Come back and bring back your tape. Get another tape. It's what we did.
It's what we did, because what else would
Before
we
there was
do?
DVD. Then here come the discs. And then there was the internet.
Right.
And my business turned into a ghost town. There wasn't nobody coming from nowhere, coming for no VHS or DVD. I set up an internet cafe where they could just splooge everywhere.
Oh,
And they would break the keyboards.
that sounds terrible. Am I
Pretty
supposed to?
soon that was the end of Mom and Pop's porn shop.
Mom and Pops had a porn shop? Oh, man. That's fucking frightening.
We used to service all the high school boys
Right.
as soon as they turned 18.
Yep, and at least half of the inmates.
I said, let me see that ID.
Let me see that ID. Oh, good, you're legal.
Now you could just download porn like from your phone.
Right.
Just porn it up.
No, I mean,
There's no problems anymore. It's just easy.
yep, that's right. I'd say straight away, one of the greatest accomplishments that the internet ever did was to
Make porno freely available.
Well, yeah, to remind people that porno is not a sin. It might be horribly exploitive, but again, people like naked people, straight up.
Right.
Like, no way around it. Not like, not a complicated thing. Just the way it is. The way it always will be.
The first case of coronavirus
Oh, good. I can't wait for some fucking coronavirus.
from China has been confirmed.
You
I'm
mean
not sure why they call it coronavirus.
because that's the family of viruses that it belongs to. So like SARS is a coronavirus.
A case of a new coronavirus.
Right. It is a new coronavirus. That is correct.
And it's not a corona light virus.
No. The alcohol by volume here is somewhere between AIDS and SARS.
Just put some lime and some tussin on it.
I don't think that's going to work. Like, not even a little bit.
Get some lime salt, rub it all over you, and go to the beach.
Yeah, go to the beach. Like, why the fuck not?
A case of new coronavirus from China has been confirmed in a patient in Washington State, just north of Seattle. Federal health officials said Tuesday the mysterious pneumonia-like illness has killed at least 6 people and sickened hundreds in Asia, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said. In addition, the CDC said that they will be screening passengers for the virus at 2 additional airports at the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport and Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. On January 17th, the CDC started screening airplane passengers from the central Chinese city of Wuhan for signs of the respiratory illness in San Francisco, Los Angeles, and New York.
Okay.
Now all passengers whose flights originate in Wuhan will be rerouted to one of these 5 airports.
Oh, that's a shame.
Where they could check them out.
Check them out, check them out, check them out. Yeah.
Do you have fever coming from Wuhan?
Do you have fever? Are you coming from Wuhan? Step aside, because you're fucked. Yeah, I'm just not terribly worried. I don't know what to say. Maybe I should be, but...
What is a coronavirus?
Coronavirus?
Well, it's different than a Heineken virus.
Oh, good Lord. I thought you actually wanted to know. Never mind.
Coronaviruses
Not
are a
even
group of
gonna go there.
viruses that can cause a range of symptoms, including runny nose, cough, sore throat, and fever. Some are mild, while others are more likely to lead to pneumonia. They're usually spread through direct contact with an infected person. There is no specific treatment for the virus, no vaccine to prevent it. The National Institutes of Health confirmed Tuesday that they are in the very preliminary stages of research to develop a vaccine for the new virus, but declined to provide details.
Because they didn't have any.
The outbreak
Okay.
is coinciding with the massive travel in and out of China in advance of the Lunar New Year on January 25th.
I mean, are we really worried about this?
The World Health Organization will meet to discuss whether to declare an outbreak of global health emergency. Such a move would help guide countries in how they should respond, usually by offering financial and/or political support.
Yeah, anything but running in terror. Oh, wait a minute. That's not going to help, like, even a little bit. So who cares? We're just going to go with, like, who cares, man? It don't matter to Jesus. Not one tiny bit. The News of the Weird is covering coronavirus? I'm kind of surprised about that.
No, they're not.
Oh, they should be. That'd be pretty cool.
Okay, back to the goofy.
Oh, man. Back to the serious shit.
Police in Wichita Falls, Texas said they responded to a report on January 5th that Christopher Ragsdale choked and headbutted his unarmed girlfriend after she complained about his odorous gas.
Mm-hmm.
She told Christopher that his fart smelled horrible, and she got mad, and he grabbed her by the hair and pulled her to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
The altercation took place at a friend's house, and that friend called police. Ragsdale was held on $10,000 bond.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, man, did you just break ass?
Oh, man, that shit was nasty.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Close your fucking asshole, Christopher.
You let that coronavirus out of your ass one more time.
What did you eat, Christopher?
Last time you went to China, you came back and SARS was everywhere.
Wuhan! That was stank.
Blech.
Stinkity stink, Christopher.
Ugh.
Oh, dear God, Christopher, what came out of your butthole?
What was that?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, it sounds... Yeah,
Come here, bitch.
Come here, bitch.
Shove me to the ground.
You're dead to me.
Oh, my God, call police. About the fart or about... Not the fart. Not the fart.
Not the fart, about the beatdown that is getting laid onto me. Aye.
I've farted before. She's never said shit.
That's right.
And then she was like, your fart stink. What was I supposed to do?
What was I supposed to do? Fucking cork it?
Embarrassing me in front of my friends.
She's like, now that you mention it.
And
That
then the
would've
friends
been a
were
really
like,
good
well,
idea.
we know he farts, but we hang out with him anyway.
Right. Because, why wouldn't we?
Baby, can I tell you something? Yeah. Baby, that fart stank.
Your farts smell like...
Get on the ground, woman.
That's right. How dare you? Get on the ground.
How did this come about? It's like, were they sitting around playing Cards Against Humanity?
They're like, if you fart one more time... No, really, like, it doesn't make any sense. If you think about it, like, I don't get it.
Excuse me, Winthrop.
Oh, yes?
You have odorous gas.
Oh, why, thank you.
Get on the ground, woman.
Yeah. Be like, bitch, that wasn't a compliment. Beat, beat, beat.
I will pull you thus by your hair,
Yes.
shove you to the ground, and challenge all your friends to a duel.
But first, I will do something worse to you. Something worth calling law enforcement over.
I'm going to hotbox your sweater.
I'm going to hotbox your kitten.
You will have to sit there and smell my odorous gas coming through your sweater.
In fact, I'm going to hotbox everything I'm convinced is owned by you.
They call it a Glastonbury fuzzy sweater.
It's really nasty.
It's so gross. You, get on the floor. How did this go down?
I don't know.
Oh my God, he broke ass.
Busted ass.
How come your friend has such big farts, bro? Oh my God.
Your friend can fart like...
I thought he was my boyfriend, but then he broke ass. And I was like, oh, Jesus.
I thought I was in love with him, and then like...
He
And then
threw the biggest arabesque, like,
and then he just threw this tuba into the air, and it was like a green cloud everywhere. And I was like,
flowers were dying.
excuse me, Mr. Anal Leakage. I'm a white woman in America.
You're not my boyfriend anymore if you fart like that.
This shall not stand.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Christopher, did you just break us?
Ugh.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
If the devil had a fart, it wouldn't smell that bad.
The devil had a fart.
Get on the ground, bitch.
At least it would catch on fire before it smelled that bad. Nah.
You get on the floor.
Kindly get on the floor, madame.
How did this go down?
I
He got mad and grabbed her by the hair and pulled her to the ground.
I don't even know. I don't want to know.
You think my gas is bad? You think my gas is bad? You go to Vietnam. Wait.
Ugh.
He was only like 20-something years old, right? Oh, it didn't say. Didn't say how old he was. We don't know. We don't know how old they were. Damn it, woman. That's the last time you talk about my gas. What if they were like 80, you know?
It's possible.
We was at a friend's house playing canasta. And then Christopher threw the biggest fart I've ever smelled in my entire life. It was horrendous flatulence.
And then Hurricane Katrina done barreled down on Louisiana. It was a hell of a dog day summer.
Oh, God. Oh, gee. We couldn't even send him outside, and we was inside the storm cellar, and it just kept wafting and wafting.
Man, instead of all that toxic mold, I said, bring me the mold, because I didn't want yet another breath of that stanky man's ass.
And then he pulled me by the hair, and he grabbed me to the floor, and he said, you will smell my gas.
How is it that he got mad because he farted? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Think about it. Like, really, think about it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, not even a little bit.
What you said about my gas, woman?
I don't even want to know. All right, what else you got? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. We will,
Oh my God, did you just fart? No. No, I didn't. Oh, the worst gas just came from your ass. It wasn't my ass. It was
It was somebody else's ass. Like, really.
it was the dog.
Oh, yeah, totally the dog. Yeah.
It was Mr. Checkers.
Mr. Checkers hasn't had an asshole since 1963.
I ain't grab no woman, pull her by the hair, throw her on the floor, Charlie Murphy house. I got more sense than that.
Charlie Murphy.
Maybe I did throw some bogus ass.
I mean, I have been known to throw some bogus ass from time to time.
It was very gassy.
It was kind of gassy. I mean, what can you say?
4 Amish men pleaded guilty in Gladwin County, Michigan District Court on January 8th to charges stemming from an earlier incident in Beaverton Township.
Uh-huh.
According to the Midland Daily News, deputies from the Gladwin County Sheriff's Office responded on January 29th to a call from a concerned motorist who observed 4 men tossing empty beer cans from the horse and buggy they were riding in. When deputies pulled him over, they gave bogus ages and would not confirm their names, authorities said.
Oh, please be Amish, please be Amish, please be Amish.
Yet the men appeared to be inebriated, and a search of the buggy turned up empty alcohol containers with unopened ones. Levy Mass, 20. Andrew Zook, 19. Joseph Miller, 20. And Joseph Troyer, 19. Each paid a $700 fine and $150 court costs.
Oh, I'm so happy they're Amish.
They have yet to face the bishop.
Oh, the bishop. You don't want a piece of the bishop.
Are you not supposed to drink beer if you're Amish?
I don't see why not, now that you mention it. I mean, beer is ancient.
Yeah.
I mean, ancient.
So I don't know if they'll get shunned
I
for
don't...
drinking the beer and underage. You, Troyer, Zook, Miller, Moth, we shun ye.
It's a rare occurrence that Amish do not drink alcohol. It is a rare occurrence as Amish do not drink alcohol, but Amish boy was stopped by police when he attempted to engage into a chase. What?
Dun, 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 dun.
So no, the answer is the Amish don't drink, which doesn't make any sense if you think about it. Like, beer is as old as time. Amish people should absolutely be drinking.
But it's the devil.
Right. It's
Drinking
like
is the devil's juice.
it's the 1600s devil. I mean, beer
You've
is
been drinking from the devil's teat again, haven't you, Hezekiah?
I mean, beer is so old that doesn't make any sense. But okay.
You've been sucking on the tentacle veins of Medusa, haven't you?
Okay.
You should have been churning butter, but instead you're sucking down old Milwaukee like a big drunken sailor.
Like a sloppy Gentile.
We don't have $900 for your court costs.
You're going to be making barns from now until the day you die. Every day you're raising a barn.
We didn't mean to drink the beer, Mother.
We thought it was spoiled cranberry juice.
It tasted wonderful.
It actually was spoiled cranberry juice.
Can you tell us what you were doing with that horse and buggy and all that whipped cream?
I was washing the horse with the whipped cream.
Just take a seat.
Next
right here.
question.
Colleagues of 35-year-old paramedic Joshua Lee Hunsucker told investigations in Mount Holly, North Carolina, that they were surprised at how quickly that he had another girlfriend following the death of his wife in September 8, 2018, when Stacy Robinson Hunsucker's mother shared her suspicions, pointing to the $200,000 life insurance Joshua had collected. Agents of the North Carolina Department of Insurance began an investigation that led to Joshua Hunsucker's arrest December 19th. Charged with first-degree murder for poisoning his wife with Visine, according to prosecutors. Stacy Hunsucker, 32, at her death had suffered from heart problems. The Gaston Gazette reported, and a test of her blood revealed tetrahydrozoline, a chemical found in eye drops and nasal sprays at levels of 30 to 40 times the recommended dose.
Right, so she was drinking it.
An amount of insurance fraud attorney Jordan Green told the court that she would have had a dramatic effect on her heart, which would cause heart stoppage in a short amount of time. The Gazette also noted the wide news coverage given 2 weeks before Stacy's death to a woman arrested in New York, South Carolina, for putting eye drops in her husband's water, causing a seizure and cardiac arrest. A Gaston County grand jury on January 6th additionally indicted Hunsucker on charges of insurance fraud. Visine, huh?
Well, I mean, you know that
Visine will kill you?
I don't know if it'll kill you, but a little bit of Visine will absolutely make you shit your brains out.
Shit your brains out.
No, straight away. So I don't know. I mean, God, the things Kevin Googles. What are we doing?
A common urban legend is that a few drops of Visine in an unsuspecting victim's drink will cause harmless but debilitating bouts of explosive diarrhea.
Keep going.
Let's see. Hold on. Contrary to the common belief, a few drops of Visine eye drops taken internally will not cause diarrhea, but swallowing it can produce much more serious medical problems. Oh, no shit. A few drops of Visine eye drops taken internally will introduce uncontrollable diarrhea. False.
Go on.
The desire for revenge runs deep in all of us. Everyone who has ever been wronged at one time or another has felt an urge to strike a counter blow. Most of us don't indulge in this pursuit because we've deemed the cost of getting even too high to justify the benefits gained. Yet we revel in the thoughts of comeuppances doled by others. Such imaginings give us the chance to vicariously experience the joys of retribution, joys we're not likely to sample in real life, such as the following. I heard that barmaids and cocktail waitresses have a secret for getting rid of obnoxious customers.
Oh, that's a stupid urban legend. I'm talking about, if you go farther down, there are cases where basically it ends up just ruining like children and like the elderly. It's no fun.
Lowering body temperature, making breathing difficult, blurring vision, causing nausea and vomiting, elevating and then dropping blood pressure, causing seizures or tremors. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sending the ingester into a coma.
Yep. So, not so harmless. Got the diarrhea wrong, but it's nasty shit. Gross, gross, gross. What else you got?
Yeah, don't drink Visine, bro.
I mean, that's true.
The father of a 3-year-old girl in Guilin, China, is paying the price for his toddler's creative expression.
Oh,
On
no.
November 24th, the man identified only as Mr. Zhao. His wife and daughter visited an Audi dealership, Oddity Central reported. As the adults looked around, the bored girl scratched artwork into about 10 automobiles.
Oh, no.
Including one valued at more than $140,000. The dealership sued the father for $28,400 over the damage cost. Eventually, Mr. Zhao and the dealership settled on a payment of $10,000. Wow.
That's absurd.
That is horrible artwork. After Dona Maria Chiavi failed her driver's license test 3 times in Novo Mutum Perena district of Brazil, her son, Hito Marcio Chiavi, 43, decided to take matters into his own hands. On December 10th, he donned a stuffed bra, a long skirt, and makeup and showed up at the State Department of Traffic claiming to be his mother, ready to take the test again. Aline Mendoza, the examiner, became suspicious and summoned the military police. I thought she was drunk at first. When I realized the student was actually a man,
baby,
I decided to proceed normally and wait for the officers. I think he pitied his mother for failing 3 times. Chiavi was arrested for false misrepresentation and released, and he may face a fine. That's funny shit.
That's freaking terrible.
Dresses up like the mom.
Oh, I've got one for you. I got one for you, motherfucker. Yeah, check this shit out. Let's see, 4, 5. There it is. Batman bandit stealing musical instruments from churches in Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia. A burglar wearing a Batman mask hit an Irondale church twice over the past month and is suspected in break-ins in multiple states in which mostly musical instruments were stolen. First burglary in Irondale happened December 11th, 2019 at Kingsway Church on the 4400 block of Crescent Road. A keyboard and guitar were stolen. Second incident happened on January 6th, and that break-in, 2 guitars were taken. The church has stepped up security. What the fuck does that mean? Both times, said Irondale Detective Sergeant Michael whatever, suspect gained entry to the church using a rock, causing substantial damage. Man, I hope that there was no stained glass involved, because that's fucking evil. Wow. And they've got pictures, too. It's not just, some dude. Check this out. Look at that. He's dressed like Batman. And in other pictures, kind of dressed like a bunny. So, who knows? Fucking crazy shit, man. What else you got?
Carrie and Dustin Dries bought their first home in Atlanta's Buckhead district in December, and shortly thereafter left on a vacation to visit family. While they were gone, an alarm went off and friends reported nothing was amiss, but when the Drieses returned home from the trip, they discovered an uninvited visitor had moved in. A squirrel. The animal had apparently fallen down the chimney and become trapped inside, where it did a lot of damage, defecating, scratching floors, chewing baseboards, and building a nest in the couch. No worries, the couple thought. This is why you have homeowners insurance.
Right.
Not so fast.
There's
the couple's insurance explicitly stated it does not cover damage done by rodents, and a squirrel is a rodent.
I guess it is.
The company did offer to provide housing to the couple for up to 2 weeks. Oh, that's fucking big of you.
2 weeks, huh? Oh, yeah.
Fucking homeowners insurance bastards.
Plenty of time. Gwyneth Paltrow.
You could change this and change the squirrel to like something else. Like you could change the squirrel to like Kato Kalin. And he was defecating and scratching and biting the floor and made a nest on the couch. I'm sorry, your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover Kato.
Yeah, your homeowner's insurance absolutely does not cover any and all incidents having to do with Kato, the Green Hornet, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It specifically says if Batman steals your guitar, you're fucked.
And Robin, like you'd be fucked on the Robin case too.
I know what you're going to talk about. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle.
Yeah, it totally was. I mean, there's only one Gwyneth. Like, when's the last time there was a Gwyneth Paltrow
story that
anyone cared about?
Exactly. Goop candle.
Yeah, exactly.
This smells like my vagina.
I don't even... This just
Do you think it
upsets
does?
me. I don't care.
Okay, Gwyneth Paltrow is selling candles that say "This smells like my vagina," or what does it say on the side? This is the odor of my vag.
Well, you stole my thunder, so go find it. How do you like dim apples, huh?
The Goop candle.
Fucking goop candle. What a waste.
I heard it's already sold out.
Probably because they only made like 10 of them.
Goop vagina candle. Boy, the search is on this computer.
There's a reason we have an iMac.
This smells like my vagina candle.
Oh, boy. Huh.
Shopgoop.com.
Right,
I'm
because
sure this is their most. This item is sold out. Yeah, you fucking. I better be added to the wait list because I need that shit. This smells like my vagina candle for only $75. With a funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautifully unexpected scent, this candle is made with geranium, citrusy bergamot, and cedar absolutes juxtaposed with damask rose and ambrette seed to put us in the mind of fantasy, seduction, and sophisticated warmth, just like my vagina.
I kind of can't believe this is.
And it comes in a box and it says bougie perfume.
Yeah, and it says this smells like my vagina. The only question is, whose vagina?
The perfumer Douglas Little began his brilliant career in a world of high-end conventional fragrances. His work involved focus on pure, natural essences, reflecting the origins of the perfumery in alchemy, medicine, and spirituality. Little co-creates Goop fragrances with GP. Is that Gwyneth Paltrow?
I think so.
They just call her GP. The two share a passion for the scent. This just in. This smells like my vagina candles. Also brought to you by Lando Calrissian.
How did I know? How did I fucking know? How did I know that Lando was going to make his way into the goddamn show no matter what I did?
This smells like my penis candles by Lando.
Yep. Not to be outdone by Luke Skywalker's Tate.
So you burn this. This smells like my vagina candle, which smells just like Gwyneth Paltrow's sweet, sweet separation.
No. No.
Lando knows.
No.
Because Lando sits next to her at the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Lando spent hours
Smelling that
fantasizing.
vag.
Oh, God. Man,
It
Lando
smells just like it.
Lando had not been that excited since Lady Gaga wore that goddamn meat dress.
So you burn the lady Gwyneth Paltrow's candle next to the "This smells like Lando's penis" candle.
And you've got a goddamn orgy on your hands.
Smells just like the sex that Lando's having lately with the white ladies. Oh, so heavenly. Oh, here's another thing called Floorgasm. What the fuck is that?
Please tell me it's not from the same Goop site.
Goop. Goop shop.
I seriously don't want to know.
Full bloom flowers, French tuberose, jasmine rose, yangling, orange blossom, and linden mixed with scent of crushed stems and pink pepper and ambrette to create this irresistibly fresh, delicately sexy floral. New from natural perfume star Douglas Little.
You know, there are very few
Who
things.
co-creates fragrances
No.
with Goop.
There are very few things on this show that really should be banned. I'm going to say Gwyneth Paltrow and her goddamn vagina.
What is this photo?
I don't care, Kevin. Oh,
like you're-
God.
Finger banging a flower.
Ah.
Oh my God, you guys. Have you seen Goop?
Yeah, I've been taking after a goddamn day.
I got this orgasm from Goop, and I smell fetch. Check it out, you guys. I smell fetch.
Yeah, you chicks are gonna love me. Ugh.
The unique, rare, and utterly extraordinary fragrances only from Goop.
Okay, there's nothing extraordinary.
Goop.
There is nothing extraordinary, like at all, about Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
The tennis coach vibrator. Okay, I gotta see this.
God, okay, last one. I'm
last
serious.
Last Goop item
I don't ever want to see
ever
this shit
be seen
again.
on our show.
Yes, please. By all means, you have the floor, Kevin.
Whoa. By Smile Makers, it says.
Right now, your screen is mostly white, so no one can see anything.
Oh, that's okay. Let's see. There you go.
Okay.
If you're G-Spot curious, this vibrator is for you.
Okay.
Its angled, rounded head slips comfortably inside you, and the two pulsation modes are destined with maximum pleasure. These vibrators are made exclusively with Billy D. Williams. So, yeah, she sells vibrators too. This one's $55. Designed by Peter Wickstrom. Disenchanted, he decided it was time to disrupt the industry. He teamed up with former co-worker Matthias Hulting to create a series of 4 playful, sexy vibrators, given a sleek design sense, and also a sense of humor that's often overly serious.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd sourced more than 1,000 women with our sexual fantasies and then named the vibrators after the most popular ones. For instance, the Millionaire.
I can think of nothing that I care less about right now.
The Frenchman.
I don't give a fuck what's in Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
The tennis coach. And the fireman.
Apparently, the whole fucking Village People troupe and everyone who's ever given her a lesson of any kind, every single goddamn one of them have been in that snatch.
I love the fireman.
Yeah,
That's a
where's
great
the
name.
fire?
Yeah. Okay, I'm guessing the fireman's the red one, but I'm not. Oh yeah, okay, it's this one right here. This is the fireman. This sucker right here, the red one. Oh. Okay, right there is the fireman. Well, they call me the fireman. That's my vibe. The Millionaire vibrator. The Frenchman vibrator.
The Millionaire vibrator. If you are a millionaire and you decide that a vibrator is the way to like salvation, you are a loser.
They have little taglines here. So it says the Millionaire vibrator feels like $1 million. Do you think she personally tried these out herself? The Frenchman vibrator. Oui.
What I want to know is what college dropout wrote this shit.
The fireman vibrator heating up.
Dude, I got the best job ever. It's really cool. We get super fucking high, and then we write the fucking promos for Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina and sex toys.
The romantic vibrator. Fall in self-love.
Ugh.
More in between the sheets. Oh, wow.
I think we're done with this topic, Kevin.
Order a bunch of stuff from Goop.
You would.
Goop.
I guarantee they've got a ludicrous return policy, too.
It's the weirdest shit. I got her number and her vibrator. How do you like them apples? Oh, wait, that's a different movie.
Yep.
She wasn't in that one.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Was she in Iron Man? Yeah. Tony, while you're gone, I'm going to use the fireman.
Don't use the fireman, you cunt! Use the Iron Man!
I like putting the Iron Man in my ass while I use the fireman.
That's just too much hosiery. I don't know what to say.
put them all in me at the same time and burn this candle.
Oh, just don't. Oh, God.
Oh, Tony!
All right, enough. You've beaten it into the ground.
Even though you're dead, I can enjoy you in life.
I am forever after causing a moratorium on that goddamn. Oh, ugh, no.
Mr. Stark, I know you're dead, but Pepper's still alive with the vibrators you made her. You're such a sweet guy, Mr. Stark. We all miss you. Now Pepper's selling candles that smell like her vagina. We miss you, Mr. Stark.
Seriously, that is one step away from certifiably insane. If you are selling, okay, like, this is not too much of like a reach. If you are selling...
You think there's like Southern Baptist preachers out there going,
First, your kids,
lewd and lascivious candles.
First your kids are gonna smoke marijuana, do some gateway drugs.
They're gonna meet Gwyneth Paltrow.
They're gonna meet Gwyneth Paltrow, and once they meet that bitch, it's all over.
It's vibrators and
that's when the beginning of the end begins. Because it's that point, brothers and sisters, when, that's right, Gwyneth Paltrow is going to infect her with the almighty urge to scent candles like their nether regions.
Don't smell it. Don't smell it.
Yeah, it'll fucking end you.
I remember this one time we took a break.
I remember this time when we never talked about fucking Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ever again?
Ever again.
Maybe we can go through her filmography and figure out when, that's when she got the millionaire.
I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it.
I love that they have little names.
Of course they have names.
Frenchman.
Kevin, why wouldn't they have names?
I used this one last night, and I'm gonna call it the Frenchman. Oh, Goop, that's such a great idea. Do you think they call her Goop, or is Goop just the company? Don't call me Goop. My name is Ms. Paltrow, or Captain,
or what was it, GP?
or GP.
Fucking massive bitch.
Just call me GP.
I'm sorry. I don't actually even have anything against Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm just so fucking sick of this story that, like, at this point, that's just how it is. She's dead to me. All of her. Fucking dead. That's all there is to it.
Seems to me you lived your life like a vagina candle in the wind.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, we're
don't
going to.
know.
All right, we're
it.
going to break.
There's so much to unpack about Sexy Vegan, a 37-year-old from West Hollywood, California.
Goddamn.
That scarcely we don't know where to begin.
All right.
His name is Hansel de Bartolo III.
Okay.
After changing his name in 2016, he had the new handle tattooed on his forehead and chest.
All right.
Sexy Vegan. Tattooed on his forehead and chest.
Got it. That's pretty horrible.
He's an Instagram sensation, quote unquote. And a 2020 presidential candidate, according to his IMDb profile.
Of course he is.
But most recently, Vegan's been a resident of the Twin Towers Correctional Facility, reported the Los Angeles Times. Since following his arrest September 26th on charges of sexual abuse of his dog.
Of his dog.
Which authorities say he captured on video and posted on his social media.
Wait, so let me get this straight. He sexually abused his own dog.
I do get judged a lot
it,
for being different.
Videotaped it, and then shared it online. And he's like, I have no idea what the problem is here.
I'm different.
Yeah, different is one word for it.
So I've brought up the Sexy Vegan website here.
Okay.
Here you go, guys.
Yeah.
First is his driver's license here. Sexy Vegan says it right there on the license.
Right, in case you were wondering.
And if you need to know his driver's license number, it's there for everyone to see.
Oh, Lord.
So there you go. There's that. It says he was born on the June 20th, 1982.
Okay.
He was not born Sexy Vegan. It was...
No, really?
Hansel de Bartolo.
Okay.
A man named Sexy Vegan is running for president. Here's an article that he posted on his site. His website right here, it looks like a MySpace page.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if it was done from prison.
I mean,
it might have been.
Nothing's impossible. It does actually look a lot like, oh yeah, and look at like the animated clouds in the background.
It's this, it's clouds, and then there's these palm trees that move back and forth.
Wow.
Policies. So I guess these are his policies.
Okay.
For being president, right? This is what he's going to do.
This is his platform.
Okay, I have to figure out how to make this bigger. Holy shit.
Command plus, unless it's a fucked up website.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're zooming in so you guys can really see the license there a little bit better.
Right.
All pink hair in the license. Sexy in the top left-hand corner, and it says vegan. Sexy vegan, just so everybody knows.
In case you were wondering whether or not he was attractive, wonder no more.
He is sexy.
Oh, yeah. With a capital S.
And I'm guessing he doesn't eat meat.
I'm guessing he's a hypocrite.
I don't know. And now if he's in jail, I hope for him because, like,
Can you imagine being a vegan in
jail?
In jail? That'd be terrible.
Yeah, it'd be horrible.
I mean, ramen. Yeah, is ramen vegan? I don't know. It should be.
Yeah, but the chicken flavoring is not, right?
Well, no shit. I guess you'd have to get a vegetarian ramen.
Or you just have to cook the ramen without the flavoring on it. And
right.
Wow,
oh God.
Jesus.
Yeah, and without the flavoring, without that MSG, it's fucking awful.
You want that packet?
Oh, you're gonna.
I know people that have the little packets and they put them on other food. Like
those people are crazy.
Just throw away the noodles.
Yes.
Okay, his policies.
Yeah, go ahead.
Other than he's got several poses over here to the left, director to the left over here.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's his Instagram. There's him dancing. There's him pulling his butt out.
Okay.
He goes on Dr. Phil, it says. Okay, so anyway, policies for president, sexy vegan. I'm not making fun of you.
I am.
Number 1, signing executive order first day in office, making intentional captivity of innocent living being illegal, effective immediately.
Okay.
Okay. Any innocent living being.
Instead of all those guilty ones. Because, like, the guilty ones, fuck them.
I'm guessing he means animals, right?
I would.
Captivity of animals.
I would hope so.
I'm guessing. Because he says any innocent living being. And I'm like, well, you can't put a person in captivity.
I mean, you could.
I mean, that is like kidnap. There was some girls up in that house.
Right.
Okay, anyway. Number 2, legalization of victimless crimes, including drugs and prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
Legalizing drugs makes them less expensive. Plus, you know what you're getting, and it will take power over the hands of the violent cartels. These are all in capital letters, by the way, and a horrible font.
Well, yeah, of course.
What people put into their body is nobody's business but their own, as long as they are not hurting anyone.
Uh-huh.
That's a great sentence. That was the whole sentence. That was a whole.
That was the extent
one
of
sentence. It. Like the 50 words, there was one sentence there. Okay, so anyway, as long as they're not hurting anyone. Okay, so rape will go away if sexual needs can be satiated in a competitive legal marketplace.
Right, of course.
Number 3. I will end homelessness by providing shelter for all, and this will be paid for because jails and prisons will cease to exist because, for starters, 2/3 of the current jail-prison population are on nonviolent victimless crimes. Plus, with prostitution legalized rape will go away.
Mm-hmm.
Legalized rape?
Right, as opposed to that illegal rape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If someone breaks the law, a lock will be put on their cubicle. If the law-breaking individual lives in a regular house and not a government-built cubicle, then they will be moved to a government-built cubicle,
okay,
and a lock will be put on their door, and food will be provided to them by a government worker.
Right.
The material for the government-issued cubicles will be impenetrable.
Impenetrable?
Yes, and they will have the essentials: sink, toilet, shower, bed, small closed and small room. Basically like a small studio apartment.
Right, and this is a good thing.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Cubicles. Okay, so number 4.
Cubicles. Okay.
Public restrooms every so often so people don't have to use the restrooms of business. And there will not have to be urine on the sidewalk.
Right.
Wow, those are some solid policies. And so I'm trying to click it and see if there's more policies, but I don't think there is. Okay, so the
Lovely.
first thing he's going to do, okay,
Okay.
any innocent living being is now illegal to keep in captivity. Anything.
Right.
Right, and it's whatever. That's illegal.
Right, of course.
Then we legalize drugs and prostitution just because that's what we do. Right?
Right, of course. Like, you know.
And it makes an industry, so let's do that.
Yes.
And then we end homelessness by providing cubicles.
Cubicles, of all things, cubicles.
And if you fuck up, we're going to put a lock on your cubicle.
Right. Oh, what's up, John? John's joining. John's joining for Facebook. Yes, we're finally like doing this streaming thing, you know, and it re-encodes and it probably looks a lot better on YouTube, but I figured I would try this watch party thing via Facebook video because we already have the bandwidth, we already have the distribution, so why the fuck not?
Sexy Vegan was born Hansel Marion de Bartolo III. He used to go by Hans and Hans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a name for one person. Hans and Hans.
Right, you know, Han squared.
Yeah. He moved to West Hollywood, California from a Chicago suburb in 2016, legally changed his name to Sexy Vegan, and got Sexy Vegan tattooed on his forehead and chest in Skin Candy Vegan Tattoo Ink. Sexy is a singer-songwriter who has appeared on the Dr. Phil show twice and released a 28-track a cappella album, which is not on Spotify, iTunes,
A 28...
and more.
Okay.
End World Suffering the Fun Way
What?
is one of his songs. He is touted for being the first male celebrity famous for having a nice butt that he named Delicious Vegan.
Wait, he named his butt?
Because he cleans with water after he goes so well that there is no smell.
Okay, attention vegans, please don't name your ass like nobody cares.
He describes the way he cleans in his song, Kissable Cheeks, Lickable Hole.
Oh.
He is also noted for not using dog poo bags.
Right,
Because they trap insects and stink up the trash well as filling up landfills.
Oh. They trap insects and stink up and, like, you know, plastic's bad for the environment.
He also always provides ventilation as not to trap insects.
Right, because, you know, we don't ever want to trap those insects.
He puts toothpaste on bottle caps and sticks them into drawers and freezer fridge so that insects have a way to come and go without losing their freedom, as well as colder water, as well as leaving zipper and other doors compartments open a little as not to trap insects. He also doesn't use soap because it paralyzes insects.
Wait, soap paralyzes insects?
And is toxic to skin.
Wait, soap is not toxic to skin.
That's what Sexy Vegan says.
Oh, okay. Well, since we're dealing with full-on crazy, I don't really care. And welcome back to ADHD Radio. My name is Video, me the motherfucking vamp, and
That's you.
yeah, and that's Kevin.
That's me.
And we are, as always, coming to you live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Motherfucker.
Sponsored by Larry the Cable Guy's Wildlife Ass Candles.
I heard all you have to do is make candles out of your some disgusting smell. So I figured I'd give it a try. Check this out. It is Larry the Cable Guy's version of, let's see, this one, orangutan ass. That one, gator ass. This one, armadillo ass. This one, dog ass. This one, my dog ass. Who put my wife in here? Now what?
This story comes from The Onion. We haven't read that in a long time.
All right.
Yankee Candle clarifies that product only intended to be dripped on balls.
Oh, boy.
Since offering sincere apologies to its customers for the misunderstanding, Candle clarified Thursday that their product only has ever been intended to be dripped on testicles. I guess we could have put some sort of instructions on the label, but we assumed everyone already knew that they were for melting and drizzling on balls. I mean, like, why else would you even buy a candle? Says spokeswoman Carol Sheridan.
That's a good point.
Explaining that the intended use of the wax blade products has been made abundantly clear by their choice to prominently market erotically named scents such as Autumn Pearl, Cozy by the Fire, and Midnight Jasmine, as well as the Yankee Candle Housewarmer French Vanilla 3-wick candle for really sick fucks.
Mm-hmm.
When we first rounded Yankee Candle, we set out to make the finest wax to be trickled on nutsacks.
Mm-hmm. Like you do.
We're proud to continue our mission to cater to kinky freaks everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We can guarantee that our candles are specifically engineered for the melting point and drip texture to maximize pain without causing damage.
Wow, that's a lot of testing.
Sheridan went on to clarify that the candles were hazardous if used for illumination purposes.
Hazardous when used for illumination?
And this is a picture of all the Yankee candles for sale at Cracker Barrel. I can tell by the price tags.
Talk about a stupid human trick.
It's pretty awesome. Yay, The Onion.
Yeah, that's right.
It's only being intended to drip on balls.
Here's one for you. Puppy resembling Baby Yoda narrowly escaped Chinese meat trade.
Oh.
The little green alien basically taken over the internet. And there it is, the puppy that resembles Baby Yoda.
Wow.
Do you think it does?
Sorta.
Yeah, sorta. Oh, and right below it, a healthy dog printable checklist.
Oh.
What a fucking waste. All right, that's all. I like the headline is like all that's worth it.
Otis Latham, 47, and Russell Sparks, 48, of Columbus, Mississippi, were arrested on January 6th after they allegedly hatched a cockamamie scheme to win the lottery.
Okay.
The two arrived at the Mississippi Lottery Corp in Flowood and presented a losing $100,000 ticket, upon which they had glued the winning number.
Oh, come on.
Flowood police arrested the pair, who were charged with conspiracy to commit a felony and uttering a counterfeit instrument over $1,000. They were held without bond. They glued the right numbers.
How fucking stupid.
It's pretty funny.
Wow. I mean, people are dumb, but like, really? Wow.
I don't know. Gluing the numbers to the losing lottery ticket, or
Thinking you would get away with it?
vaginas that smell like candles.
I don't know. It's actually a toss-up as far as I'm concerned.
Mike Parrish of Woodfin, North Carolina, is making a fantasy a reality with the Lord of the Rings Hobbit home he's building to offer on Airbnb.
Okay.
I'm not just a casual fan. I'm a huge fan, says
Oh,
Parrish.
okay.
Through the 800-square-foot unexpected journey. Built 90% underground with one bedroom, one bathroom, and a kitchen and round doorways, crafted by local woodworker John Fenwick. What we want is to just have an area where people can come and bring their kids and just leave with an unforgettable experience.
And also, I like to poop there.
The home should be ready to rent in February or March. Parrish and his wife have not set a per-night rate yet, but she does make him masturbate in the Hobbit house.
Right. It's his little hole of shame.
If you're going to get in here, you got to go in that.
Not
go
allowed
now.
to tally your whacker.
You go in that Hobbit house.
Go in that goddamn Hobbit house. What a stupid thing.
It's for whacking.
It's for whacking in your tool shed. Goddamn kids, I'll catch you whacking in my tool shed.
You know fuckers are going to be like, I want to rent a Hobbit house.
Or you could
Like,
actually...
right away, I'm sure.
No, like, really, this is stupid. You could actually go to New Zealand and, like, actually see the Shire. That is a living set that they actually created.
That's awesome.
But no, like, we would much rather rent the Hobbit house so we could have some Hobbit sex and hit our heads on the low fucking beams. Who cares? That all you got? I got one for you that I think you'll like. Do you have Facebook opened? How do I send you this? I want you to search for Tinder Granny explains why she's quitting the dating app for love in doc. That's right. Tinder Granny. All right. And he's doing it. There she is. Fox News, very top. So our president gets impeached, and what does Fox News cover?
Tinder Granny.
Yeah.
Explains why she's quitting the dating app for love in a documentary. I'm really out there and desirable. Tinder Granny explains why she's quitting the dating app. At 83, Hattie is no longer on the prowl for one-night stands. The grandmother of 3, famously nicknamed Tinder Granny for voracious appetite for younger men and love swiping right to prospective suitors, is subject to WETV's reality show Extreme Love, which explores how traditional ideas of love are reimagined. She previously appeared in a 2012 documentary, Extreme Cougar Wives.
Wow.
I never considered it to be extreme. However, I do value love, and I align love and sex, and they've been together very happily for a long time.
Therefore,
Before Hattie was an amorous bachelorette, she was a hands-on wife and mother who found herself single in her 50s. Really hands-on.
yeah, extremely hands-on here. Yep, unnaturally handsy.
I was married for 25 years, and that love and sex combined. Then I thought I'd get married and do the whole thing over again, but it didn't happen, and so I realized I missed making love, so I put an ad in the paper. And of course, in those days, we didn't have the internet.
Right.
I was 55.
Yes.
I would tell the man, listen, I'm going to see you within a moment.
You know who she reminds me of?
I'm going to know if I want to go to bed with you.
Who's the Star Wars character, that orange one that looks like a fish with those with the goggles? You know who I'm talking about? Doesn't she? You know who I mean. I know you know who I mean.
I'm much more discerning. If I am not turned on immediately, I will not go to bed with them. But if I am, I'll say, let's go up to my apartment. I always have clean sheets, nice lighting, and good perfume.
Yeah, and if you want to stick around for a little while, you can play with my cock and balls.
But being happily single wasn't always so simple. In fact, Hattie admitted it took some time to get acquainted with modern dating after being off the market for decades. Men will say what they think they want to hear. A man won't say, this is a one-night stand. I'm going to ball, and then I'm leaving, and I'll never see you.
Right.
If it does, then I have learned not to antagonize over it. I call that giving yourself a heartectomy. Meaning you separate those feelings of I'm in love, this is so gorgeous. You separate them from below the belt, and then you date like a man.
Right, which means you basically have sex with anything that you want.
That's what I finally learned. I don't apologize like the woman I used to be who was yearning.
Uh-huh.
They're not, had reportedly hooked up with a man as young as 18.
Hey, you know what?
And according to Hattie, plenty of men in their 20s were eager to experience what it was like to spend a night with an older woman. They're not thinking they're going to marry me, and they have children and send the children to Hebrew school. And all of the shots for these kids and babies and the diapers. They're not thinking of a life. I had that life for 25 years.
25 years.
These are guys in their 20s who want to experience an older woman. It's like a prize, and they're right. Yes, it is.
They're right. Of course they're right.
Not only is Hattie's daughter aware of the escapade, she has
She is
also been
horrified
supporting
by
the
them.
matriarch to
Oh,
share her
boy.
wisdom and feeling of young on reality TV, as well as demystify the notion that a man wouldn't be captivated by a woman of her age. Most
Right.
women past menopause don't exactly recall their younger years in which their hormones were raging. And so they think that they're a thing of the past. I don't really try to make older women get sexual again, but if they're not, they're not. I'm not competing with them, but younger women want to look at an older woman and say, I want to be like her. I want to be like that. Whereas in my day,
Mm-hmm.
nobody thought you were going to be old and have sex. You just thought, I'm going to have a family and I'm going to have a profession. You're not thinking sexually. You're not seeing it everywhere. Because I am really out there and desirable, then it's putting out a message. Love whom you love. Don't be critical. Don't be judgmental. Allow people to love each other with dignity and integrity. That is all it is balancing. There is more and more of them. You know why I love these high school boys?
Because they.
I get older and they stay the same age.
God damn.
I'm publicizing the fact that I'm going to hold out for what I really want, which is a life mate. And I felt that if I was just saying to young guys and spend the rest of my time walking, yes, that's what I'm going to get. I am praying I can say that it's important to me for the person who can cherish, adore, and love, and feel the same about me. Now, if God, the universe, grants me that, I'll be beautifully grateful and blessed. And if not, maybe I'll have to think of the afterlife. Extreme Love airs on WETV. Oh, I really want to see the fucking the grandma show, don't you?
No, I don't, Kevin.
Banging the grandma show.
I'm really happy Grandma's getting some.
Grandma has decided to quit Tinder.
Uh-huh.
But maybe I'll use Basha.
Oh, well. Yeah.
I've moved on to a different site. This
Right.
one's called Plenty of Fish.
Right, because it's free. Well, Tinder, I guess, is free too, right? I don't know. I've never been on Tinder.
Finally, lizard owners who want to dress their reptilian pets have a source for trendy looks. A fashion brand company of Los Angeles has been making clothes for lizards for a while,
Of course they have.
but now you can match your bearded dragon. The current collection, according to OK Whatever, includes velvet jumpsuits and western fringe jackets that come with a tiny white cowboy hat. The clothes are handmade and go up to $125, but that doesn't include whatever you order for yourself. Founder Penelope Gazin says the ideas come to me in my dreams. Lizards need clothes because their bodies are disgusting and should be covered up. Gazin doesn't own a lizard herself. I dislike lizards.
Oh, boy, that's
she
a shame.
says, but I make clothes for them.
But I love the money that their owners have.
I dislike Jews, but I make clothes for them.
Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn. Apparently, a lot of people have stuff to say about that. That is freaking frightening. Frickin'
Lizards.
Lizards. I don't even know what to say to that. I do not know.
Challenge you to a duel.
I'm Billy D. Williams, and I challenge you to something. Oh no, what?
In Mexico City, Mexico, on any given day, 22 of 467 escalators at the subway stations are broken down. Reports to the Associated Press on January 14th, Metro authorities published a list
It's a
among
lot
the
of
top
urine.
5. Fermin Ramirez, assistant manager for rails and facilities, says he's concluded that riders urinate on the escalators in off-peak hours or at lightly used stations. even though it seems hard to believe. When we open her, there's always urine.
Goddamn urine.
Everywhere, urine. Star Wars, urine.
Oh, that's terrible.
Everywhere. It's always urine. These escalators break down, they do. You know why?
Why?
Urine.
Of course that's why.
It's always urine.
That's a shame.
Now, you must judge the stairs like a normal person, and they don't move because urine.
Oh, man. I had no idea urine was like the culprit for so many things.
Bibb County Jail inmate Mary Beth Odom, 40, asked and received a special Christmas card from a friend this year. A greeting filled with methamphetamine and Suboxone from Timothy Lee Snow, 40.
Damn.
According to authorities, the Associated Press reports deputies intercepted the card and began investigating Snow, detaining him on January 9th. On his person, they found meth, Xanax, and a revolver.
Damn.
In his home, deputies found more meth, Suboxone, marijuana, steroids, packing materials, a shotgun, and a rifle, and a little Orphan Annie costume.
Of course they did. I'm hoping you made up the little Orphan Annie.
The sun will come out tomorrow, but you bought some dollar that tomorrow. He was charged with possession of the intent to distribute drugs, along with giving an inmate drugs. Odom also faces charges of attempt to commit offenses pertaining to the possession of drugs.
It's a lot of drug charges.
Going to hide stuff in my prison wallet
Prison wallet.
and bring it to the jail. Then I'll hand it to you and you'll have a Merry Christmas.
And some pink eye.
Storm Corral, 40, and possible accomplice went to a lot of trouble to enter the cigarettes cheaper store in Sonora, California on December 22nd, according to police. They bored a hole in the ceiling, gaining access from a vacant building above the business, which probably took a couple of hours, Sonora Police Chief Drew Vanderveel told Fox 40.
Uh-huh.
When Corral tripped the alarm inside the store, he tried to escape back up through the hole, but ended up falling through the ceiling into a storage room, all of which was caught on a surveillance video. For his effort, Corral came away with just a bag of rolling tobacco and 2 energy drinks. Oh, man. But he caused thousands of dollars worth of damage.
Uh-huh. Is anyone surprised? Because this guy isn't. Like, not even a little bit surprised.
Shauna Joseph, 28, of Jersey City, New Jersey, lost her cool on January 7th at the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission in Bayonne. Asked to leave around 2 p.m. after becoming angry over the length of the lines. Authorities said she returned later that afternoon and unleashed her wrath, smashing computers, assaulting workers, and kicking police officers, and called to arrest her. The Associated Press reported that Joseph eventually was responsible for about $23,000 in damages, according to authorities. After she was arrested, she was found to have PCP-laced marijuana cigarette in her possession.
Nice.
She was also charged with criminal mischief, drug possession, aggravated assault, and hindering apprehension. Fuck these fucking lines with this motherfucking MVD. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck your computer.
You all right there?
23,000 in damages. My ass. Every time I go to the DMV, they're using like 386 machines. You know? Oh, that was a very expensive computer in 1985.
Oh, yeah. How do you cause that much damage in an MVD, period?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I would kind of like to know, but also I really don't want to know. So, like, you know, both things are true. Whole thing is slightly frustrating and a little bit scary. Yeah.
KTVX reported that a man in Sandy, Utah, mistakenly assumed his local 24-hour fitness was open 24 hours. Dan Hill went to the gym late on January 11th and finished his session with laps in the pool after midnight. When he emerged, he realized everyone was gone. The doors were locked. Doesn't the name suggest that they stay open 24 hours? Hill complained on Facebook. He called his wife, who suggested he find a comfortable place to sleep. Instead, he called police dispatch. And the guy pauses for like 10 seconds and says, "You're where?" He explained that he didn't want to risk tripping the alarm system and get busted for breaking and entering. Mm-hmm. So police responded and freed Hill from his unexpected prison. Manager of the gym apologized in the statement, saying, "We made the decision recently to close select clubs in the overnight hours.
We apologize for any inconvenience this may or may not have
clearly
caused
did
you.
not do such a good job of closing our closing procedures for this club on Saturday night." Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think? Not such a good job.
I think that's a kind of an understatement, but yeah.
The sign says all you can eat. During the Tokyo Olympics this summer, athletes will sleep on beds made of cardboard. A nod towards sustainability in keeping with Tokyo's commitment to a green Olympics, which all sounded admirable until an Australian basketball player, Andrew Bogut, pointed out a potential problem. Mm-hmm. Great gesture until the athletes finished their events and the thousands of condoms handed out all over the village are put to use.
Oh, that's gross.
Bogut knows what's up. They all fucking. They all fucking.
Of course they're fucking. They're horny and they're athletes. What do you expect?
In response, Airweave, the manufacturer of the bed, told AFP the beds will hold up to 440 pounds.
Okay.
And have been through rigorous stress tests.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they stick to just two people in the bed, they should be strong enough to support the load. The load.
Yes, I get it, Kevin.
That's great. Till they start fucking.
That's just good and fine until they start to fuck.
On Christmas Eve, a man in Bradenton, Florida, woke up to find an intruder in his room. It wasn't Santa Claus.
Uh-huh.
The victim was awakened by a man sucking his toes.
Oh.
The victim demanded to know what the man was doing, and the suspect simply responded, "Was there to suck toes."
I mean, isn't it obvious?
In the ensuing fight, deputies said that the suspect claimed to have a gun, but the victim managed to force him out of the home, where the thwarted toe sucker smashed the window in the home and destroyed the windshield of the victim's car before leaving. The Bradenton Herald reported officers were unable to locate the suspect using a canine, so they took DNA samples from the man's toes, and the incident is still under investigation.
That's pretty fucking gross.
He's a toe sucker.
He's a toe sucker, he is.
The Daily Hive reported on January 15th the event scheduled for that day at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver was postponed because of snow.
Okay.
Why is this weird? The event was a campus-wide snowball fight set to take place at 12:30 p.m. The university reasoned that traffic problems and canceled classes would make it more difficult for students to participate. The school rescheduled the snowball fight for the next day.
Awesome.
I'm getting like fuckloads of text messages.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Yep. Well, we'll just hang out here. Kevin's getting text messages. We can watch him as he checks his text messages. This is very gripping radio. Kevin's text messages. Kevin gets text messages. If you're sexting, who is it? You might as well at least say that. Kevin.
It's just stupid. Hold on.
It's stupid enough that you want to reply to it?
No, I didn't reply. I was just reading it. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Let's
Blah, blah,
reschedule
blah.
that snowball fight.
Yes.
Da, da, da.
I gotta hand it to Canadians. They're pretty much the only group would be like, we're just not feeling it. So, yeah, we figured snowball fight.
Journalist Vladimir
Mm-hmm.
Makurchian of 41 of Moscow, Russia, came across a painting he made when he was just 6 years old, and he decided he ought to sell it, Oddity Central reported. It soon got a lot of attention after he posted it January 13th on the Russian classified site Avito, with an apparent asking price of 140 million rubles, about $2.3 million.
Nice.
Merchant
Dude, I hope he gets
defended
it.
the price, telling Russian media the painting, titled Red Army Man on a Horse, reflects the realities of the Soviet era through the eyes of a child. I always put all my soul and all my childhood delight into it. As you know, artist's hand is guided by God, which means he liked it so much. Price is extremely low for such an artwork.
Dude, I hope he gets it. Like,
Hell
why
yeah.
not?
I think Putin needs a new painting.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't he have all the money?
Oh, as much as he wants, yeah.
All the money.
All the money.
Putin got all the cash.
All that cash.
Cash for go.
Jeez.
Coronavirus.
Oh, good Lord. Anyway.
Bezos' phone was hacked by a Saudi prince after receiving a WhatsApp message.
Somehow I don't believe that, and I think it's more like Bezos needed an excuse for like something that was on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry.
It wasn't mine.
Right, exactly. This is like a classic. Oh yeah, why not? Mm-hmm. You're not fooling anyone, Jeff Bezos. We're on to you. That all you got? 'Cause I am fine wrapping a little early. Still have a client, and I've been up since 5 in the morning. I am goddamn broke.
Conor McGregor calls Trump a phenomenal president on Twitter.
I don't know who Conor McGregor is, so...
He's UFC.
Oh, who the fuck cares? That guy's had his head beaten in too many times.
The impeachment trial starts today.
I know.
That's when they all eat a lot of peaches.
Right.
And a lot of mints, and I get exonerated.
Did you hear that they are limiting the arguments to 2 days, and they are not starting until 1 p.m.?
McConnell just switched it to 3.
Oh, even better. That's nice.
Yeah, you can have a third day if you like.
No, you can't. Oh, he switched it to 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's 3 days that are presided over by some dude who is absolutely going to skull fuck these people. So does it really even count? It shouldn't. In my humble opinion. I don't know. Anyway, I think that'll do it for ADHD Radio. Damn, the time actually flew.
Mm-hmm.
Love it when that happens.
Time for the impeachment trial.
You gonna go home and watch it?
Oh, yeah. I've got my tickets right here.
Yeah, I hope not. Sincerely hope not.
It's a flapper party. We're all going to watch the impeachment together.
Well, that sounds like no fun at all. Sounds like something you can count me out for.
Every time a Republican says not guilty, you drink.
Oh, boy.
You'll be dead by the end.
Yeah. Or witch hunt. By all means, please use the term witch hunt. I don't even want to know. Don't want to think about it.
Live updates of the impeachment trial.
No, please. No, please. Please, no.
Live updates.
Yeah, don't care.
This candle smells like Trump's mangina. Oh, Jesus. Those are great.
Finally, something I care less about than Gwyneth Paltrow's snatch.
I said, grab him by the vagina candle. That's all I said, dude. I said candle. They cut that part out.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure you were robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, there's Miss McConnell. He's got...
Oh, it's the fucking neck. Fucking neck incarnate.
I just don't see anything wrong with what the president did.
I'm a fucking pushover. Oh, yeah, you want to do that again for the camera?
I just don't see anything wrong with what the president may or may not have done.
Jabba the Connell.
He is super bad president. He's the greatest president ever. The impeachment trial started today. Senator Mitch McConnell's proposed rules were changed even since he had unveiled them, allowing both sides to present their cases for and against removing Trump from office over 3 days, not 2.
Uh-huh.
Though each side is still limited to 24 hours total. He also allowed the House's evidence from its inquiry to be admitted into Senate record.
Wow, how generous. It's absurd. All right, we're out of here. More of ADHD Radio next week. And in fact, let me look at the calendar. I believe we've got one more week until our annual tradition. You know what annual tradition I'm talking about. The Super Bowl commercials.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And this time I'm going to be ready for that shit. It's going to be great. All right.
I think it's 2 weeks, though. Don't they take a break?
It's February 2nd is the Super Bowl, I want to say. I could be wrong about that.
The Super Bowl will be played on the 2nd.
Yep. Wow, I got it right.
So it'll be a while till the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a show, and then it'll be after the Super Bowl. So 2 weeks.
Yep, 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
All right, until next week, we're out of here. Peace.
This candle smells like a vagina. You should write that on there. It's a great idea, Gwyneth. Gwyneth, you're so cool.